Hello and welcome back to the Geeky Boomer. I am PixelPia, your host. And today I have a topic that is not just timely, but incredibly important. How social media can be a powerful tool for empowering women. Now, we all know that social media has its ups and downs. It can be a place of inspiration, but also a source of stress. However, today, we're focusing on the positive, the uplifting, and the transformative aspects of social media, especially for women. Did you know that the study by Pew Research Center showed that about 46% of women said they have become more involved in social and political issues because of social media? That's almost half. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. In today's episode, we're diving deep into how social media platforms are being used by women for activism, for education, and for building communities that uplift and support one another. We'll be talking about powerful movements, educational opportunities, and a sense of community that only the digital world can offer. So whether you are a social media novice or a seasoned pro, stick around because this episode has something for everyone. And hey, if you have your own stories or resources that have empowered you or other women, I love to hear about them, either as a comment under the video or on my website, thegeekyboomer.com. But now, let's dive into today's topic. So let's start by taking a look at social media and activism. Now, if you ever scrolled through your Twitter feed, you probably come across hashtags that are more than just trendy. They're revolutionary. One of the most powerful examples is the hashtag #MeToo movement, started by Tarana Burke and popularized by celebrities like Alyssa Milano. This hashtag became a global phenomenon. It gave women a platform to share their experiences with sexual harassment and assault, breaking the silence and stigma around these issues. You can read much more about the Me Too movement on their website, mvmt.org, and I will have all the links in the description. Another impactful movement is hashtag Time's Up, which aims to address inequality and injustice in the workplace. It's not just about Hollywood. It's about creating safer work environments for women in all industries. And I have a link to their official website where you can learn more and even get involved. It's timesupnow.org, and that link will be in the description as well. But it's not just about hashtags and movements. Individual women are using social media to advocate for causes close to their hearts. It's climate change, mental health, or education. Platforms like Instagram or Twitter, or X as it's called right now, have become digital megaphones, amplifying voices that might have been marginalized otherwise. So the next time you see a hashtag trending, remember, it could be the start of something transformative. And you, yes, you, have the power to be a part of that change. And now let's shift gears and talk about how social media is a treasure trove of educational content and skill-building opportunities, especially for women. Let's start with YouTube. From coding tutorials to cooking classes, YouTube has become a virtual classroom. Channels like Code with Klossy, founded by supermodel Carly Kloss, aim to teach young women how to code. It's a fantastic initiative to bridge the gender gap in tech. You can check out their channel right now by looking at the link in the description. But it's not just about tech skills. Platforms like Instagram are filled with bite-sized educational content. Take, for example, the account at The Financial Diet. They offer easy-to-digest financial advice, which is incredibly empowering for women looking to take control over their finances. And that link will be available to you as well in the description. LinkedIn is another platform that often is overlooked. It's not just for job hunting. It's a hub for professional development. With LinkedIn Learning, you can take courses on everything from project management to digital marketing. And let's not forget about the power of community. There are countless Facebook groups and Reddit forums where women can ask questions, share resources, and offer support in various fields. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or a stay-at-home mom looking to re-enter the workforce, there is a community for you. So ladies, the next time you're scrolling through your social media feeds, remember that these platforms can be more than just entertainment. They can be your gateway to learning something new and empowering yourself. Now let's talk about the rise of niche platforms. Websites like Corallus at corallus.world are designed specifically for women entrepreneurs, offering funding opportunities, mentorship, and a supportive community. It's a fantastic example of how the digital landscape is becoming more inclusive. And let's not forget about the power of Twitter chats. These are scheduled discussions hosted by an individual or organization where anyone can participate by using a specific hashtag. For example, hashtag WITchat. It's a popular Twitter chat that focuses on women in tech. It's a great way to network, to learn, and to find your tribe online. So whether you are looking to grow professionally, find emotional support, or simply connect with people who share your interests, social media offers a plethora. It's all about finding the right community for you. Now let's talk about community building and networking. If you think social media is just for sharing vacation pics or food snaps, think again. It's a powerful tool for women to connect, collaborate, and create communities that matters. Let's start with Facebook groups. These are incredible spaces where women can find like-minded individuals to share experiences, advice, and resources. One such group is Tech Ladies. Link will be in the description. A community where women in tech can find job opportunities, mentorship, and support. It's a safe space to discuss challenges, celebrate wins, and everything in between. But Facebook is not the only game in town. Reddit has various subreddits dedicated to women's issues, careers, and hobbies. Subreddits like r Women in Tech and r-2x chromosomes offer a platform for women to discuss a wide range of topics, from workplace issues to personal experiences. LinkedIn, often seen as a strictly professional network, has also evolved into a community-building platform. Women are creating and joining industry-specific groups, participating in discussions, and even writing articles to share their experiences. The groups I mentioned here is just a few of thousands, and I recommend that you go to these social media platforms and search for groups that interests you. I wanted this episode to be inspiring and positive, but I feel I would not do you or social media any justice if I didn't mention the negative aspects and what can be done to minimize those. First, let's talk about the illusion of perfection. We have all been there. Scrolling through Instagram feeds, suddenly we're bombarded with images of perfect bodies, homes, and lives. Like everyone is living their best life but us. But here's the catch. It's not real. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, there's a strong link between social media use and negative body image, especially among women. And it's not hard to see why. We're constantly bombarded with carefully curated, filtered, edited snapshots of other people's lives. The illusion of perfection can have a serious impact on our self-esteem. We start to question our worth, our appearance, and even our accomplishments. We're in a never-ending race to an unattainable finish line. So what can we do about it? First, it's crucial to remember that social media is a highlight reel. People rarely post about their struggles, insecurities, or the 50 selfies they took before getting that perfect one. Second, consider doing a social media detox or unfollowing accounts that make you feel inadequate. The key takeaway is to use social media as a tool for connections, not a yardstick for self-worth, because let's face it, nobody's life is as perfect as their Instagram feed. Now let's move on to another pitfall, especially for women, the trap of comparison. You know the feeling. You're scrolling through your feed and suddenly you see someone who seems to have it all. Career, family, looks, you name it. And before you know it, you're spiraling into a vortex of self-doubt and anxiety. Why? Because you're comparing your behind-the-scenes life to someone else's highlight reel. A study published in JAMA Pediatrics found a strong association between high social media use and high rates of depression among young adults. The constant comparison is a significant factor. So how do we break free from this trap? First, it is essential to recognize that everyone's journey is different. What you see online is just a fraction of someone's life, often the best parts. Second, focus on your own growth and well-being. Celebrate small wins and don't let someone else's progress diminish your own. Remember, the only person you should compare yourself to is the person you were yesterday. Let's use social media to uplift ourselves and each other, rather than letting it become a battleground for self-worth. And finally, a few words about cyberbullying and harassment. It's unfortunate that the anonymity of the internet can bring out the worst in people. Women in particular are often targets of online harassment, from unsolicited messages to outright threats. The digital world can sometimes be a hostile place. According to a study by Pew Research, nearly 40% of women have experienced some form of online harassment. And the emotional toll can be devastating, leading to anxiety, depression, and in extreme cases, self-harm. So what can we do to protect ourselves? First, be cautious about the information you share. Second, utilize privacy settings and reporting features on social media platforms. And most importantly, don't suffer in silence. Reach out for support, whether from friends, family, or professional services. The internet should be a space for connection and growth, not a breeding ground for hate and harassment. Let's do our part to make it a safe place for everyone. I hope you enjoyed exploring the empowering facets of social media for women with me. From activism that sparks global movements to educational resources that can change individual lives. And finally, to communities that offer support and networking opportunities. Social media is indeed a powerful tool. We've seen that it's not just about posting and scrolling. It's about engaging and even leading. Whether you're hashtagging for a cause, taking an online course to upskill, or finding your community, these platforms offer more than just entertainment. They offer opportunities for empowerment. And as I wrap up, I want to encourage each and every one of you to think about how you can use social media in a way that enriches not just your life, but also the life of others. And hey, If you got stories or resources that have empowered you or other women or men, don't keep them to yourself. Share them. You never know who might benefit from your experience. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of The Geeky Boomer. If you found value in today's show, please share this episode and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Stay tuned for next episode where we'll continue to explore the fascinating intersection of life, technology, and the future. Bye!